Will you pop the trunk for me?
Why do you think they got this fire going?
What? Because it's pretty.
For the ambiance?
Ambiance. Huh?
But it is not 93 degrees anymore, but it's probably still what? A good 89?
Did you forget where we parked? A little bit.
What are you getting?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know if the coffee gave me a headache, or if my tooth hurting gave me a headache, or if choking on water in the restaurant gave me a headache.
When are you going to go to the dentist?
When there's somebody who takes our insurance close to us, because I got the wrong insurance.
Closer. We're literally about to drive across the country.
I got HMO instead of PPO by accident, and there's nobody within 45 minutes of us.
Yeah, but distance can't be an issue. We're literally about to drive across the country.
Well, I have to wait till we get back.
This is good excuses you're making up here. You still got your water?
In the car, yeah.
A giant Fiji?
Mm-hmm. And a little Fiji. I have two.
I need you to answer these questions for me. So what do you think about our dining experience?
Don't make me choke on Tylenol, please.
And I guess I should ask you, what did you think about our dining experience? Or should I ask you, what do you think about our dining experience compared to the first time we came here?
I remember the first time a little bit, and it's not something that stood out to me on doing it again. So I'm guessing yours was better than mine. It's not worth the money. Their AC was broken, so it was a little bit warm, but it was literally nothing to write home about, unfortunately.
And you got the pulled pork sandwich.
I did.
A loaded baked potato and fried okra.
Yeah, the fried okra when they brought out the first time had 4 pieces for $4, and I was like, And then when he brought out the new one, I could tell that they gave me the last of whatever they had, and then the new one he brought out had the new super hot crispy ones.
And when you ordered your entree, and you said baked potato,
he was like, with the butter and the sour cream and the cheese and the bacon and chives, and I said yeah. And then when the bill came out, it was $1.29 extra.
How was the pulled pork?
I really miss Shane's Rib Shack.
Yeah. I'm not going to say we came all the way up here for this, but I remember it being a whole lot different. A whole lot better.
Yeah.
I can guarantee that if it wasn't good, we wouldn't have come back.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of other options to choose from that maybe we'll try before we leave.
Mm-hmm.
But it's neither here nor there.
The server was nice.
Yeah, he was.
He was good. He was good. Philip, I think. Yeah.
Saw water under the bridge. I did check. They are doing fireworks at 9:50. If you want to like hang out.
Where?
And try to catch the fireworks.
And try to drive back to the.
I need to change the date.
Bus thing in the dark.
I mean, we have headlights. There are headlights. Like, it is a little bit of a.
It feels like one of those areas where if they don't recognize your car, they're going to shoot your tires out and then question who you are.
It is a little bit of a treacherous little pass.
Yeah.
I think we'll be fine.
Okay, I'll do whatever. I'm good.
Or we can go back and see if we find. I'm pretty sure there will be fireworks nearby.
Probably that. Yeah.
Over there. Judging by the area that we drove through, I felt like there's going to be some fireworks. Maybe there's going to be some gunshots going on.
Yeah, I was about to say more of that.
It might be safer to wait until the gunshots are done, then drive in.
Yeah.
But the other thing that maybe some people don't notice that we take for granted is the signal strength and the ability to upload videos.
Yeah. I'm killing my battery right now just trying to upload one 8-minute long video.
And then we try to use the Wi-Fi here, and that was abysmal.
Like, I couldn't move here just because of the internet speed. And some people will say that's the dumbest thing they've ever heard, but when you're...
Well, you got to think. This is a really cool place. You drove through Pigeon Forge. You really like it.
So cool.
But in a time where people are looking to work remotely, internet connection speed, download and upload is going to be extremely important.
Mm-hmm. What is he doing? They're taking, like, trash bags of something soft into the Edward Jones building. What's Edward Jones? Isn't that like a CPA kind of thing?
Edward Jones is either like an investment or insurance. I can't remember. Financial planner.
Maybe they did like a clothing drive or something.
He just turned up. Oh.
I'm not sure what's happening. I'm trying to figure it out.
I mean, it can't be completely unscrupulous. They're doing it in broad daylight. Like,
that's what they want you to think. That's when you should do the most unscrupulous things. Because then people will be like, no, they would never.
it's completely scrupulous.
Completely scrupulous.
It's scrupulous.
All scruples.
But yeah, so if you're trying to work remotely, internet connection speed is going to be extremely important.
Mm-hmm. And it's very hard to do here.
However, the pro, the plus, the positive, the bright side, there's only one day left. Sort of.
I don't know if that's a pro plus positive because I really want to go back through Pigeon Forge.
Well, we can go back through, but we're going to leave tomorrow.
That's true, and head somewhere different.
And actually, it's not even one day. I thought about it. It's 20 hours.
Oh, okay.
You check in at 3, you check out at 11.
Uh-huh. That's true.
So the price you pay, it's not even for a full day.
That's true.
But the question is, where do we go from here?
That is the question.
So we just made a quick little pit stop here at Walmart. And we needed to pick up some essentials while we're here. We didn't leave, obviously we didn't leave directly from home because we were in Atlanta. And as we continue on this journey, we need to replenish our, let's just call it a rolling pantry of what we will keep in the car and have for wherever we stay. Tonight, we are staying in an Airbnb. And in the future, we will be staying in some hotels and some probably some other Airbnb and maybe even some KOA options. Now, I will say that initially I was a little bit off put by the whole Airbnb experience with the rate shown and then the final total price of the Airbnb. And full disclosure, I will share with you a full video walkthrough of the Airbnb that we're staying in. It's really cool. Coming from last summer, spending almost 3 months, the full family, full-time van life in a Class B Mercedes Sprinter, although extended wheelbase, it is nothing in comparison to where we're staying now, which is a converted school bus, converted schoolie. And the footprint, the layout, the floor plan, the width of it, game changer. Now, as far as driving one, that may be a completely different story compared to driving a 2022 brand new Mercedes turbo diesel. But as far as the space inside and the comfort level, the fit and finish, the design, really, really cool. I also think that this particular host, although very new, seemingly, to Airbnb, is doing a phenomenal job. They actually were featured on another YouTube channel for their van build. So I'll share that with you guys so you can check it out. Not a van build, for their school bus build. Really cool. Seem like really nice people. And, although Airbnb is still a business, I feel as though they welcomed us into their home. A home that they built on wheels. A home that sits on their property. Side hustle, passive income stream now. But also wrote us a handwritten welcome letter, welcome note. Have had amazing communication. And I really do feel like they want to make sure that we enjoy it. Not just for leaving a positive review, but just overall, just really enjoying what they created. They did an amazing job. So far, so good. We really enjoy it. It's really nice. I got some cool video. I got some cool drone shots. I'm going to put that together so you guys can see it. I'm sure my wife, Michelle, Scroll Tribe, will do her own version and go through it all. The ups and downs, the pros and cons. This is a form of tiny house or tiny home living, affordable housing option, an off-grid possible solution where you could potentially just buy land and then purchase something inexpensive to build out to live in, with the rising costs and rising prices that are happening literally by the minute. Literally by the minute. And this is no exaggeration, because there were other Airbnb options that we were looking at, and every time I would refresh, the price would go up. Every time I would refresh the page on the browser, the price would go up. Now, Airbnb charges a service fee, which I believe is what Airbnb makes, and they charge a cleaning fee, which is probably at the discretion of the host, and there's taxes. Now, the cleaning fee is quite possibly a profit center, depending on how much or how little will have to be done to clean, or how much will be required upon the guest to do before they leave. For us, very little, because we showed up, we looked around, we left, we ate dinner, we're gonna hang out, watch some fireworks, we'll go back, and we'll rest, and then in the morning we're gonna be out. So it's not like, I don't think it's gonna be crazy. So, but I do think that after experiencing this, that it's worth it, because this place is tip top, okay? Tip top. It's not like you're paying a cleaning fee and then you show up and you're like, did anybody clean this before? No, this place is really nice, really nice. And it's just a cool experience. I'm not gonna lie. To have the ability and opportunity to experience this and stay here, most people wouldn't, because they wouldn't build anything like this, and there aren't very many options out there to rent something like this to drive. So this is just a really cool experience, on top of, hey, if you're visiting Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, if you're visiting the Smoky Mountains, Tennessee, if you're visiting, I think we're near Gatlinburg, Tennessee, it's cool. It's not far from the water parks either. So add that to your list. Go check it out. Really cool. It gives you like immediately this off-grid, secluded feel of sustainability and just relaxation when you're standing out there on the front porch. Yes, this converted school bus, this tiny home, this schoolie, this house on wheels, this affordable housing option. Yeah, it's got a front porch with an electronic awning, LED lights. It's really cool. It just is. I can't really say anything else about it besides it's really, really cool. Sorry about that. Michelle sent me a message in the middle of the video. She's like, do you know where the bug spray would be inside of Walmart? I'm sitting in the car because I got a front spot. But Michelle's like, I need to use the bathroom. I was like, cool. I'll sit in the car. I'll take this front spot. I'll guard it. But there's like of shopping carts here that people just refuse to either put in the shopping cart return or walk back inside of Walmart. So there's these shopping carts here. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna hang out here and make sure these carts stay here and don't end up in the side of my car. And so she's like, do you have any idea where the bug spray would be? I will say, when you get up here, we're ways away from home, from the beach in Destin, Florida. The flies, the mosquitoes, you want to be prepared. You want to be prepared. So we're going to grab the bug spray, and we're going to need it potentially wherever we end up after this location. And I'm not going to just assume that because we're heading north that we're not going to have this issue. So we're gonna be, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I don't want to get all eaten up, bit up by these horse flies and mosquitoes. So yeah, we may also end up visiting other beaches. So like along the North Carolina coast, Virginia coast. Michelle really wants to go up to Jersey and Maine and Maryland and check out all these other beaches. So odds are we will probably bring you guys a beach walk from the Atlantic side, from the East Coast, Eastern seaboard here, and compare and contrast those beaches to our beach, our favorite beach. But this Airbnb thing has really got me thinking, and a lot of people ask me all the time about investing in real estate and side hustles and passive income, and that is essentially what this is. So the owners here have taken this residence, this home. It's a tiny home. It's a tiny house. And they've built it, they've enjoyed it, and now they have set it up as a passive income stream through Airbnb to bring in additional income and potentially supplement their own expenses and costs, or have it for discretionary spending, or maybe put it towards an investment of another bus, or who knows what it may be. And this is more than likely being operated as a business. So it's a small business. They're entrepreneurs. And the key, though, is, again, with real estate, location. And I think they nailed it. Outside of that, marketing is going to be huge, because we found it because we were interested in a place to stay nearby. However, me personally, I would want to present it in a way that made people want to come here. Not people that are already going to be here where they're going to stay, but people are going to say, you know what, I want to go there because I want to stay there. Like there's hotels, I've seen hotels where people or villas or just vacation places where people travel great distances because they get to sleep and live, with animals. I saw one the other day, sleeping with lions. I don't know if I get much sleep with a damn lion roaming around, but then there's another one where it's like giraffes. And I think there was another one, I don't know if there's any animals, but it's like a frozen, like every year they build this frozen hotel out of ice, basically. It's like snow and ice. And people don't just end up there. They specifically schedule and travel to there for that experience. And I think that could be a game changer on Airbnb. Just listing a place because you have it. I mean, if there's a high demand for it, maybe. But that high demand, I don't know. With the way that the jobs market is changing, with the way that mobile remote work is becoming more popular, this business travel and short-term rental stay, I don't think it's going to be like what it once was. And business executives probably don't want to have to deal with the hassle of cleaning through Airbnb or VRBO or whatever short-term rental broker you end up using or website you end up using, unless it's a really cool destination. So if you had business travel and the company that you work for, or maybe even your own company, says, you know what, let's just say, for instance, I'm in Florida, I'm in Northwest Florida, and I needed to go to Texas, because this year in Texas, that's where they're going to have Vid Summit. So I say to myself, you know what? Last year when I went to Vid Summit, we stayed in LA, and we stayed right by LAX airport. We stayed in the hotel next to the event. It was cool, but I don't need to do that this year. So what I would do is part of this business trip and this business expense and write-off would be, what cool place could I find on Airbnb or VRBO or even hotels.com or any other website out there that has these listings that are not your normal typical hotel, motel, or whatever. So then I'd be like, you know what? It's worth it to have to deal with the slight hassle of cleaning while also being able to double dip on this business expense and travel opportunity. But even then, I'm not just going to pick some random Airbnb just because I can. I'm going to pick a cool Airbnb, like a unique experience. And I think that is where the true value will come in and the greatest opportunity to stand out and command a relatively strong price and premium, turning a good profit for that unique real estate living experience. Really, if you can deliver on an experience, that's going to be a game changer.